said, they may be more athletic nowadays, bigger, faster, stronger.
Yeah.
I feel like LeBron's ruined the game. Kids flag, man, what a rookie. He's setting all the records.
It's hard for you to watch the Cowboys, bro.
Bruh. 30 years of bullshit.
Yeah.
Jerry's trash.
Yeah.
He's a great businessman.
He's old now.
It's great. Master the financial scheme behind a mortgage, the interest rate shouldn't matter as much.
Yeah.
I think we still have a healthy market here in DFW just because of the job opportunity.
I would say the main reason that I think you're successful, and that's what's going on in Minnesota right now with ICE, and somebody's life is lost.
Yeah.
And that bears responsibility. Somebody has to be held accountable for that.
MJ is the GOAT. LeBron sucks.
I love how we started with that. We got to end with it.
I'm just saying. Like how I had to bring out the MJ.
I wouldn't expect anything different from you, bro.
I'm anti-LeBron, man.
Yeah.
I'm anti-NBA right now too.
I get it. Is it because of
Me and you are the same age, so you're gonna understand this. Looking back at the fundamentals, just let's think traveling. Pivot foot. Mm-hmm. Did MJ ever do all this extra shit? No. The fundamentals were there.
Yeah.
For ratings, they wanted dunks and all this, flashy stuff. Yeah, they may be more athletic, but I think back then they were more physical. They were more fundamentally sound.
Yeah.
Basketball players. And like you look at LeBron, like, dude, we're taking 4 or 5 steps. They had some highlight the other day where he did all this stuff and shot a 3. And it was like, that's trash. That's traveling on any level of basketball.
Yeah.
And we're encouraging it. I don't like this extra hop step they do. I think all that's a joke.
Yeah. It's morphed into a different sport.
Completely. And like I said, they may be more athletic nowadays, bigger, faster, stronger.
Yeah.
I feel like LeBron's ruined the game. Kids all want to flop every day.
Yeah.
They watch him as their GOAT,
Yeah.
We've forgotten about Kobe.
Yeah.
Kids look at LeBron. Or Steph. I think Steph Curry's probably more influential than LeBron.
I was going to say, who's your favorite right now? If you had to pick somebody today.
Luka or Cooper Flag.
Luka.
Both of those guys are superstars. Like Luka bothers me a little bit because he bothers me a little bit because he complains a lot. He whines. He doesn't play great defense. I think he'd be better. But Cooper Flag, man, what a rookie. He's setting all the records.
I never watched him once until the other night. And we got invited by my client.
I know, I saw. Was that the day that he hit 49? Mm-hmm. Like, dude, he's on another level.
I mean, we thought it was just another, I was very appreciative that I was going. But I checked out of Dallas when they did the Luka trade.
Me too.
Like a lot of people did.
Me too.
And I've already not been a huge NBA fan, but I checked out, but I went with the client. I thought it was great. I thought it was going to be fun. I hadn't been to an NBA game in like 12 years.
So expensive.
Yeah. Well, I'm just not a big fan. I watch the Mavs when they go to the playoffs. Fair weather fan.
I get that. I like the Mavs. I went anti-Mavs for a while, but now I'm watching Cooper, and I'm like, man, dude.
Yeah.
He's a hooper.
And then I heard of him, but I started watching. I'm like, carried the whole game.
19 years old.
Golly.
19.
Yeah.
He's setting records that no one's done before.
Yeah, he's great, man. And especially for me, I didn't have expectations going into that game. I was watching, and I was like, golly. So it was great. And I think I would like to get back into the NBA, but, I'm an NFL guy.
I'm an NFL guy, but mainly with the Cowboys.
Yeah.
It's hard for me to watch other teams play.
Yeah. It's hard for you to watch the Cowboys, bro.
Bruh. 30 years of bullshit.
Yeah.
They suck.
But see, I always go back to your reflection of leadership.
Jerry's trash.
Yeah.
He's a great businessman.
He's old now.
He's a great
I mean,
businessman, though.
yeah.
Horrible GM.
But I ask people, I'm like, so if the Cowboys had championships like the Patriots or Kansas City, would they not be a little bit more rich? Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's where it's like, people argue, they're like, well, Jerry already has $1 billion company. That's true, but he could have more.
He could.
So if you're looking at it from a business stance, like, if you're winning more championships, you got more attention, even more attention, more eyeballs. I mean, now it's only like, I feel like the Cowboys are writing off their past history, right? And at some point, that will dwindle down more.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe not soon, but dude, you have another 10 years of this.
I feel like the Cowboys is just a toy for him.
Yeah.
He's got the oil he's going after right now.
Yeah.
He's been an oil guy, but he's really going after some big oil deal he's come across. There's that, but he's a developer.
Yeah.
He's a landowner, land seller, developer. That's what he does.
Yeah.
Where the star is at, that's Jerry. If you go a little bit further north, Preston in 380, that corner that has all the Walmart, Home Depot, and all that, Jerry developed that. He's been holding on to that for years.
Yeah. So he's not fully focused on football.
No, he's making money in all other places.
I think he uses that just for his ego. Like, because he gets in front of the camera, everybody looks.
He wants attention.
Yeah.
He gets off on that.
Yeah. Hey, at the expense of the Cowboys,
Yes.
bro. I'll take it.
But he does bring in some superstars. It's just we never can put it all together.
Yeah, he does okay, but he doesn't do well
Yeah.
at his age. Like, I mean, he already made a lot of mistakes. Did you watch that documentary, the Netflix?
I did. I thought
America's
it was
Team?
good. It was good.
Yeah. It's pretty accurate.
Yeah.
But he's always made stupid decisions.
You remember when they were talking about the White House?
Yeah. Yeah.
So, like Kenny Gant, me and him are good friends. He used to tell me about that.
Yeah.
It's so real.
Really?
Oh, yeah. I don't know how much I can talk about it on this, but yeah.
Yeah.
That was their place to go play.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Do whatever they wanted to do.
It was in the 90s, right?
Yeah.
I never knew any of
They'd
that.
take all their girls there, do all their things, drugs, whatever.
Yeah.
That's where they went.
You think it's cleaned up now, though?
No.
You think it's the same?
They may not. Okay. A lot of these guys. So imagine you get signed in San Francisco, and some of the teammates you may have, played with in college. They'll go and they'll get like a condo together, an apartment, something like that. And instead of going and buying a house, they have their house back home, and they'll get like a condo, apartment, or they'll go in on a rent house or something for 6 months out of the year, or a year lease or whatever. That's where they go play. They're away from their families. They're away from their wives.
Yeah.
They go play a little bit.
Yeah.
And when you have that much money, especially in this day and age, you got that much money and these guys are 22, 23, 24 years old, and women are throwing themselves at them.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they're out there doing some crazy stuff.
Yeah. You got the women that just want to hook up just to say they did. And then you got the women that want to be with an NFL player for the rest of their lives. Like,
Or the ones that want to catch a paycheck. They want to get pregnant.
You got all of that wrapped
Like
up.
the Brittany Renner. That's PJ Washington's ex. She's the one who dated Kevin Gates.
Yeah.
So she's got a baby with PJ Washington off the Mavs.
Yeah.
Which I met him. He's out of the Frisco area. He played in Kentucky, but yeah, she's one of those that latches on to try to get.
There's a lot of those. It's almost human nature, dude.
I'm glad I'm not like NBA, NFL type.
Yeah.
I don't want to be attacked like that.
How hard would that be to find somebody that truly enjoys you and your company and who you are?
And they don't. I think
Celebrities
they just enjoy the money.
Celebrities deal with the same thing. I
Same
mean,
thing.
celebrities, if anybody was famous, or for the people that are famous, that's a sad. I mean, it would
You
be
gotta
nice
keep your guard up at all times.
if I was a celebrity, man. That'd be tough. Tough lifestyle. But tell everybody who you are, what you do right now.
So I'm Jeremy Wilson. I do several things. One, I'm in real estate. Been in real estate the last 7 years. As of recently, in the last 2 months, I've been with the company called PHI Heat and Air doing HVAC sales. So they allow me to continue to do real estate, which is nice. But I was looking for more security. Real estate has a lot of ups and downs. Kind of plays with the market. And not only that, real estate got really aggravating for me. There's 30,000. I've been telling everybody 20,000. There's 30,000 real estate agents in DFW.
Yeah.
And so it's a very saturated industry. Now, DFW is the #1 real estate market in the nation currently, and
Yeah.
Denton County is the fastest growing county in our area.
Yeah.
But take those 30,000, about 3,000 do 90% of the business.
Mm-hmm.
And for me, a lot of the advertising you see people do online for real estate's all kind of the same. Those that have differentiated themselves from the rest, they've gotten really creative. And that's kind of where I probably failed in that area. I didn't really try to get too creative. I was just so burnt out on advertising myself on social media because everybody was saying the same thing. Oh, closing here, closing there, open house here, open house there. It's all the same. And so it was like I didn't want to be the same as everybody else. And so I just kind of quit doing that. And I basically based my business off of referrals, past clients, which I've done really well in that area. But the last few years has been really tough. Interest rates sky high. The cost of living, inflation killed everybody. Mortgage applications went downhill drastically for a long time. They're starting to increase now. Interest rates are starting to level out. This is about what we're gonna see. We're about 6.2%, 6.1% right now. That's the norm.
Wow.
We're not gonna see 3% again.
Yeah.
So that wave of that 2.5, 3.5, 3.0, we will not see that again.
So people are trying to wait for that, right? Like people now, which it's not realistic to happen again.
No,
And I think that's a problem.
Do you understand how we even got there?
How did it get there?
So the Federal Reserve basically bought Treasury securities and mortgage securities, and they artificially brought down the interest rates to stimulate our economy through the pandemic. Like we needed some way of keeping things running. They poured in billions and billions of dollars into mortgage-backed securities to lower the interest rates. Now, since the crash in 2008, there's about 4 or 5 instances that the government has tried to step in and do that, or the Federal Reserve stepped in and done that. But this was one of the most drastic ones that they've done. And even if they started buying mortgage-backed securities and Treasury securities again, we're still not going to get down to 3% again. It's just not realistic. Mortgage rates are based off of our economy outlook, unemployment, and inflation. It's not realistic to get back down to 3% again.
So people are waiting for it though, right? And they don't understand this.
No.
That's the problem.
And they've been sitting on the sidelines saying, oh, I'm waiting for interest rates to go down. Well, you're going to be waiting a long time, and the price is going to continue to rise. Like I said, DFW is the #1 market in the nation right now. We have a lot of companies moving here. They're moving their headquarters here. And so it's bringing in a lot of jobs. Like, for instance, Denton County being one of the fastest growing counties in our area, we have about 20,000 homes, single-family homes, that are going to be built in the next 5 to 10 years. One of the larger ones is building 6,000 homes this year, or they're starting to break ground this year. You know where that big hill is, just south on 35, going south. That all that land was built up. That's where the 6,000 is going to go.
Oh wow.
A lot of homes are being built, so the price is going to continue to rise.
Yeah.
People are on the sidelines. They're waiting for interest rates to go down. It's not going to happen.
Yeah.
Literally, we're seeing it might dip down in the fives this year, which I hope it does. It might not. So 6% is really kind of where it's at. So people have to realize that getting a 6% interest rate right now is good. I mean, it's not 3%, but if you master the financial scheme behind a mortgage, the interest rate shouldn't matter as much.
Yeah.
So when you buy a home, let's say it's $300,000, you're really buying a $600,000 home after a 30-year mortgage. People are like, oh, I can refinance. Well, you've reset yourself over for 30 years.
Yeah.
The smartest thing to do is pay towards the principal throughout the process. So there's several methods that I tell my clients to do. Every quarter, pay a whole extra mortgage payment strictly towards the principal. Number two, pay every 2 weeks instead of once a month. Because when you pay on the 1st and then the 15th, what you've done is you cut out some of the interest because you're putting towards the total amount. So doing that can cut like 7 to 10 years off of your mortgage.
You know, I tried to do that when I bought my house. I tried to set it up that way, and they made it hard. They're like, well, and maybe they just weren't. I don't know, maybe it was just the mortgage company I was going through, but they made it more challenging than I thought it should have been. So I just said, forget it. I'll just do monthly.
What do you mean? You wanted it to be every 2 weeks?
I wanted it
They're
to
not going to set it up that way. You have to do it on your own.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I asked them, I said, hey, can I set up bi-weekly payments? Because I knew, you're going to pay less long term. And they made it hard. They said, well, I don't know, blah, blah, blah. And to be honest, I don't even remember the first mortgage company I was using because it got sold, right? They get sold all the time, mortgage loans. And I just remember I meant to do that, and they made it hard.
So it's funny, you talk about it being sold off. That's mortgage-backed securities. So when they bundle those up and sell that off, investors buy those.
Yeah.
So that's what the Federal Reserve bought to bring down interest rates.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Wow. So do you see it going back up, like the market?
It's not that it's gone down. I mean, so we're in a buyer's market. Inventory is climbing again. It was super low for a long time.
Okay.
It's starting to rise again. Days on market is pretty long. I mean, we're looking anywhere from 60 to 90 days.
Yeah.
Homes being on the market before they sell. If they're priced right. If they're priced wrong, they're going to sit longer. I think we still have a healthy market here in DFW just because of the job opportunity, corporations moving their headquarters here. There's a good talent pool of employees. That's why they want to move here. So we are sitting okay. Mm-hmm. We're in a decent place. There's other places out there that struggle. Like I said, it's definitely a buyer's market. They have the advantage over sellers right now. I hope in the next few years it kind of balances out a little bit.
Doesn't it always?
Yeah, there's always the ups and downs.
You just don't know how long it's going to be.
You never know. It's hard to predict.
Yeah.
People try to get on there and predict things all the time. You have these gurus that want to predict things, and sometimes they might get it right, sometimes they don't. But you can't really truly predict what's going to happen. It's tough.
So what do you think is the number one best thing you can do if you're a realtor for yourself to be successful? Like, what have you done for yourself?
Tell everybody that's what you do. Tell everybody. Everywhere you go, you talk about real estate. That's kind of like what I do with HVAC now. Everywhere I go, I'm telling people I'm in HVAC sales. I can help them with their heating and cooling. Same with real estate. Everywhere I go, I talk about it.
Yeah,
It's the biggest
talk a little bit about the differences between those two industries for you.
Man. Well, HVAC's not as saturated. There's not as many just salespeople
Sure.
in HVAC. HVAC utilizes their technicians as salespeople. So real estate, man, it's such a night and day. Real estate, I feel like, gets a really bad rep, kind of like car salesmen. It's kind of why I do not like realtors. I cannot stand realtors. I've been doing it for 7 years, but I don't like other realtors. I just think that they have this entitlement and kind of agreed to them. A lot of them are uneducated. They don't. There's not much mentorship in real estate. There's not a lot of education. It's a very low bar of entry.
Yeah.
So you have a lot of unqualified people. Like I said, there's 30,000 agents in DFW.
Yeah.
And only 3,000 of those agents do 90% of the business. So there's a lot of people who don't have a lot of experience with what they're doing. So they don't know a lot of things. HVAC, everybody needs it. Think about if your air conditioner went out in the summer, what's your wife going to say?
Yeah.
What's your kids going to say?
Well, I'm wondering, everywhere in the U.S., is it the same? Is it different? Is it, because I would think here in the DFW, we have such extreme temperature changes, right? But is there a place in the U.S. where it's not? I'm just wondering,
So I went to a training, and there was a guy there that ran a company out of Arizona. And he talked about it's a much different market there for HVAC than here, because there it's 3 months extreme summertime. Mm-hmm. After that, it levels off. And so it's very slow the remainder of the year for them.
Sure.
Whereas we have these extreme up and down winters. There, it's more level planed. And then summertime, they all get beat up.
Yeah.
Here, of course, we have our summertimes we get beat up, but our winter can go up and down so drastically.
Like it's been.
Yeah. Like today, it may be colder today. It does not feel cold compared to what we've been experiencing last week.
Yeah.
The ice storm, I've never seen an ice storm like that.
Yeah.
I don't know how long. Everything shut down. I've never seen school shut down for 5 days straight.
For a whole week?
Whole week.
It's crazy.
So.
What does that do for you guys?
So typically, you have a whole lot of what we call no heat emergencies, meaning you're at home, heat goes out, wife and kids are saying, I'm cold. Guess what you're doing? You're calling an HVAC company to come get that fixed.
Right away.
Yeah. Do you want to sit here in the cold and 10-degree weather?
No.
In 110-degree weather, no AC, you're going to sit here in the heat? So the need, there's such a demand for it.
Yeah.
Whereas real estate, you might buy a home every 7 to 10 years. Well, with this, everybody has this need, and anything can go wrong at any time.
Yeah.
So I feel like the difference between the two industries is I actually feel like I'm truly helping people that really need it, compared to the other one. It's a luxury to be able to buy a home. Not everybody can own a home.
Sure.
Especially, they may have bad credit. They may not make enough money. Qualification standards are harder now. You really do need to make a good amount of money to afford these prices of homes now.
Yeah.
So with the HVAC, even those that are renting, the landlord has to take care of their tenants. So it's a need.
Sure.
And I just feel like I'm not hunting the business. They're coming to us.
And it just feels better.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm doing a good deed.
Yeah.
When I'm helping these people out. Compared to real estate, you're on a non-stop hunt to try to find the next client, the next deal, and it's exhausting.
Yeah.
And not everybody's cut out for it. It's kind of like door-to-door salesman. Not everybody's cut out for that.
Yeah.
I kind of put real estate up there with door-to-door salesman.
Yeah. One thing I was told by somebody very successful, they said the most amount of money you can make the quickest is from real estate. So that makes everybody drive to it. So you said people that are uneducated, they just want to make that money, and then you end up saturated with people that they're just in it for the money. They're trying to find somebody just to get that money.
Of course.
Right?
Yes. When the pandemic hit, I saw so many people go get their license to jump into real estate. But when they talk about real estate's the way to make money, it's really not being a realtor. It's truly the most money that can be made is through development, building custom homes. There's a guy I know, Eric Crutchfield. I don't personally know him. A friend of mine is good friends with him, and I'm trying to think how many years he's been doing it. He builds luxury homes in Dallas, Highland Park. He's making anywhere from $300,000 to $1 million off of each deal. Because he talks about how flipping homes is it's a grind, it's a hustle. and it's not guaranteed. Flipping homes, you might make 10 to 50K per deal, but how quickly can you sell it? How quickly can you remodel it? Are
Could
you
take
doing the
a
right
year
things? Yeah.
to make 10K.
Good. And all your money is lumped into one deal right then and there, and you may only make 20K out of it. And so he has a whole different approach. He'll even demolish homes. He'll buy a home, demolish it, and rebuild. And he's built himself up now that he doesn't have to depend so much on hard money loans and banks to be able to fund his building. And he just makes bukus off each deal.
Yeah.
That's where you make the real money, development.
Yeah. That's big. That's big. So I would say the main reason that I think you're successful, and that's across the board because we haven't even got into the athletics training that brought you to us and our company, but is relationships, right?
Number one thing in life is relationships, nurturing those relationships, not burning bridges and taking it for granted. The relationships I've built over the years has put me in rooms I could never imagine being in. Mm-hmm. One of my closest friends is the president, CEO, and chairman of First Financial Bank. I met him in 2011, waiting tables at Perini Ranch Steakhouse. And I didn't know who the heck this guy was. I was waiting on this table and I was told it was for a bank, and it was like 12 people. This guy in his 3-piece suit kept delivering my margaritas to my table. And I looked at my manager and said, who the hell is this guy? I wanted to go like have words with him. Like I'm trying to do my job.
Yeah.
I took pride in what I did. Realized that he was the owner and president. He was just trying to take care of his people. Mm-hmm. And so shook hands. We had, words, went back and forth in a good way. And we've been friends ever since. He's been a great mentor in business, in life. He has introduced me to other people that have been helpful in my career. Those people I met along the way in every step of the journey has helped me and propelled my business, whether it be for my nonprofit that I ran for a while, my track club, my real estate company. All of those people and those relationships helped propel me and put me further in business.
Yeah.
And helped us succeed.
With us, man, it was, first of all, you were overqualified for the position we're looking at adding. And then
I just wanted to work.
Yeah. And we love that. And so that's why you came in, and it was great. And, but I quickly noticed how much people came in looking forward to talking to you, everybody, guys, ladies, and you can't teach that. And I think that's, you just got done saying in real estate, like you didn't want to follow all the other realtors that do the same stuff. They're posting online, and you don't need to do that. You've done fine in real estate. You have. And a lot of that is personal connection. So you can't teach that. And I wish more people that got into business would know that, because that's a huge part of any business, especially real estate, fitness, everything. The HVAC, what you're doing now, like it's about the relationships you build. We're all selling the same shit, okay? Some a little better quality than others, but it's the same shit. Somebody's trying to sell a house for somebody else, right?
When people decide they want to use you or buy from you, it's because of the relationship that's built.
Yep, they buy you.
Yes, you're selling yourself.
Yeah.
And networking is so crucial, so important for business. Regardless of what you do, networking is so important. Some of the biggest deals I've ever gotten came from just networking. Sitting at a random bar, I met some guy and got to talking, and next thing you know, he's buying my dinner, then donating to my nonprofit and helping everything just work when I didn't think it was going to work.
Yeah.
All from just talking.
Yeah. And where somebody else wouldn't even think of that, or somebody that's not good with building relationships or bonding or talking, they never get that opportunity.
No, they don't. They keep their mouth shut and don't ever talk to people. I talk to everybody. Everywhere I go, I'm talking to somebody.
But that opens up. So the opportunity you have now with the HVAC, the opportunity you have to take the business to another level for them, is because you talked to them.
Yep.
And they liked you, and they got you on board with their company, right?
Yep. I grew up with them. They posted on social media. I trained one of their sons. In fact, the vice president of the company was in my graduating class, so I ran into him last year at our 20-year class reunion. And we just got to talking about different things and started talking about his son, and next thing you know, I'm training his son. Well, never in my wildest dreams I think I'd go work for him. And then they posted something about it, and I'm just like, man, you know, I'm contemplating a lot of different things in life and what I'm looking for in a job and a career. And I started asking him questions. I just picked up the phone and called him. I said, what is it that you're offering, and what is it, you know, what are you trying to accomplish here? And so I talked to him, then I talked to his brother, the president, and then I went and talked to the general manager. And when it was all said and done, I was like, all right, I think this is a good direction for me. Because as you know, last year I was in school all year, full time, working 2 jobs and going to school full time. Because I was wanting to go get my doctorate in physical therapy and my master's in athletic training. And this opportunity came up, and it was just like, I need to jump on it. But it all came from talking to people, asking questions, and just being vocal.
Have you met a lot of people now already?
Oh, yeah.
So what do you do every week?
So I do a lot of their marketing and advertisement, so I control their social media. They've kind of put me in a position to where I wouldn't say I'm the face of the company, but I'm a representative of the company in that sales position where I'm going to networking events. We joined the chamber. I'm going to chamber events. So there's a Rise and Shine every Tuesday. There's a Vibe at 5 on one Thursday of the month where it's happy hour. We're going to be doing a ribbon cutting, but I'm the one going to these events and representing PHI Heat and Air. And so on a regular basis, I'm making phone calls to my database from real estate, realtors. You know, realtors are the gatekeeper for contractors and vendors for homeowners.
Okay.
Me coming from real estate, I understand that. My clients called me and says, who do you know that does heat and air? Who do you know does foundation?
Did they know that before they hired you?
No.
Or you knew and then you applied it?
Because all my clients come to me first before they hire anybody.
Wow.
Plumber, electrician, roofer, foundation, HVAC, they're calling me first.
So that bridge was nice.
Yes, because now I know how to access more homeowners, and that's through the realtors. If I can build better relationships with the people I said I don't even like, then I can get more access to homeowners to help them with their HVAC needs.
Yeah. Dude, relationships are the only reason I've gotten to where we have with the gym. Like, I didn't come from a family of money.
Neither did I.
And that's the best way, is the people that built relationships to build an empire. It's like everything that has happened is because the community has trusted me, and now me and my wife, and she's so good with people too. You can't teach it.
You can't.
And that's one thing I've always complimented you on. You're so good with people. I don't even think you really understand it. I think you're just like, you brush it off, which, you know, you don't have an ego with that. But I see it all the time. Like, God, I've even said that to my clients when we're talking about you. I'm like, he's so good with people. And you can't teach it, and I wish you could, because more people need to do that, especially that get into business. I know a ton of business owners that try to become, you know, successful in whatever they're doing, and they can't make it, and a lot of it is because they don't know how to build those relationships. You can't do anything on your own.
No.
You can't. You can, but you only go so far.
Well, it's going to be harder, 10 times harder.
It's going to take a lot longer.
Yes.
You got a team that trusts you, a community that trusts you, and that's where I've even heard people tell me, you know, they're like, well, you kind of, you know, you were kind of given stuff because you know so many people. And I'm like, well, I had to fucking build that trust with people. You know what I mean? Like,
it takes time.
It takes, you know, you have to build trust. And the way you do that is you get people to trust you by being consistent with them and showing value in what you have to offer them and taking care of people. And it took me a while to build that, but I've been lucky to be a manager of a gym where people come in 2 to 3 times a week. Okay. There's not a lot of businesses that you can manage or see people more than maybe once or twice a month, maybe. But a gym, you see people 2 to 3 to 4 times a week. I mean, sometimes you see people more than those people see your family members.
No, for real. I think the gym community becomes a family.
Yeah.
So, especially what I experienced at Perfected Bodies was a family.
Yeah. Yeah. And like when you got your job, you were okay to move on, but you're like, well, damn, like I don't want to leave these people, right? It's so powerful. And I hope people realize how powerful it is. And it's the only reason I am where I'm at now. And I still have a long ways to go. But I wouldn't be anywhere without trust of people and building those relationships. 100%. Same thing with a partnership with your partner, man. It's hard. It's hard. You got to find the right one, but the relationships are so powerful.
Yes, they are.
So you're working with athletes. When did that start? I don't think I know that.
Okay. So I ran track in college, and I went to McMurray University, and I was very fortunate to be a part of a very dominant track and field program. They won 2 national championships. Unfortunately, I wasn't a part of either one because I kept getting into trouble. I was the rebellious kid in college, and we made some mistakes, and I had to get kicked off the team a few times.
How old were you?
18 the first time I got kicked off the team. It was a freshman year. I failed the drug test, smoking pot. And, we were all young and dumb, and we were out there all away from our parents for the first time. We're rebellious. We're thinking we have the freedom now to just do what we want. And so people on campus knew I smoked weed. I smoked weed with the other prevalent weed smokers that were athletes, football players, basketball players. And so word got around, and most of us got hit with random drug tests. So I had to sit out my 365 days, came back.
Damn, for a whole year.
Yeah, whole year. NCAA rules was 365. And what's funny is the weed threshold that I failed for would be legal now.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, I bet it wouldn't be nearly as serious.
Yeah, I would have been fine.
Yeah.
Now, I probably would have faced consequences with the team.
Sure.
But in regards to NCAA, the threshold has changed. So, anyway, I set out my 365, came back, got a conference championship, and I was a part of the sprint relay and mile relay team. And then I got dropped from Spanish class. I didn't like going to class. So it put me, I was only taking 12 hours, so it put me below full time. And you cannot participate in sports if you're not full time.
Oh, man.
So they went to nationals that year and just dominated.
Dang.
Set the school record in the mile relay that I was supposed to be a part of. They still hold that today.
Wow.
The guy that I beat out to be on that team, he is a part of that record-setting relay. But yeah, so then I left, went to the oil field for a while, came back, ran track again, went to nationals, got my NCAA All-American. We got second overall at nationals. We were picked to win it. We probably made some maneuvers with the team that affected that. We should have won. Well, we were the number 1 ranked 4x4 in the nation in D3. And we missed finals by 0.03 seconds. We were the 9th place team. Top 8 went. Normally they have a 9-lane track. Like UT, it's a 9-lane track. Big schools have 9-lane tracks. Well, we were on an 8-lane track, so we didn't get to go to finals. And it came down to finals for the national championship. We were down by 6 points. All we had to do was get 1, 2, or 3, and we were ranked number 1, and we would have won the national meet. So we got second.
Oh,
so after that, I walked away from track and field. I just started working. Didn't really know what I wanted to do in life.
how old were you?
And that was in 2009. Was my last year of running. So what is that? 16 years ago. I was 23.
Mid-20s.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I moved back home, bounced around for a little bit, but track, this was my thing. So I got back on the track and I started training. Got a coach named Michael Blackwood, 3-time world champion, 3-time Olympian for Jamaica. He still holds the record for the Big 12 in the 400 meters.
Yeah.
He started training me. The goal was to train for the Olympics, or at least Olympic trials. We're gonna try, you know. I was like, all right, let's put everything aside. Let's give it everything we got. The massage therapist, the chiropractor, the physical therapist, the coach, the athletic trainer. I had it all. Moved in with mom and dad at like 27 to do all this. And so we started doing that. 2 years in a row, blew out my hamstring. So I was like, you know what? By the time I hit 30, I was like, all right, I'm done. Like, it's time for me to start a career. Everybody else has a house. They got wife. They got kids. I'm over here just winging it in life. And I said, this ain't it. And so I ended up creating a nonprofit called the JW Foundation, created to inspire and motivate the youth to pursue their dreams, never quit. This got me started working and hiring pro athletes to come speak to the kids. And we gave out scholarships, but this also inspired me to create a summer track and field program. And so I founded the Cook County Track Club as well. And we ran that for 9 years. And we averaged about 115, 120 kids a year in that program.
Wow.
Yeah. So throughout all 9 years, we had over 700 kids come through my program.
Wow.
In fact, I've got kids to this day in college running track right now. It's just cool to see. It's cool to witness.
Do you keep up with the other ones, the ones that
I
are
try
older?
to as much as possible.
Yeah.
I still have kids reach out to me today. A kid messaged me yesterday on Instagram who was a part of the Munster football team that won the state championship this year.
Oh, that's cool.
He got MVP of the football game, and they won state. And he just reached out to me and started messaging me yesterday.
That's cool.
I think he spent 2 years in my program. But that's what got me working with these athletes. I really gained a passion for working with kids. I enjoyed it. I loved watching their progress. And so now I may not run the summer track and field program anymore because that was volunteer work. Now I charge for my services and do speed agility. And so I don't really do a lot of weight training with kids. It's not really my favorite thing to do. I like working the speed agility, working the biomechanics, working their form and technique, helping them become faster, more explosive, working their central nervous system. A lot of people don't understand how important training the central nervous system is.
I was going to say, isn't that the most important thing for track and field?
It's
Weights are probably secondary.
very important, but your central nervous system is crucial for your entire body to function, for all sports. And so a lot of people overlook that and they focus more on the weight training or this or that, but that central nervous system is crucial. That reaction, getting your body to function and react the way you want it to when you want it to happen. And so it's very, very important.
Yeah, no, that's good. So have you encountered some celebrities?
I have. So working at the Bill Bates Ultimate Tailgate Party, I was introduced to a whole lot of ex-Dallas Cowboys.
Okay. Any that stick with you?
Oh, yeah. Charles Haley, 5-time Super Bowl champ. First man to have 5 Super Bowls, Charles Haley. He's a crazy man. Big and loud and just says some random off-the-wall things.
Yeah.
Everson Walls, he's now a good friend of mine. Kenny Gant, 2-time Super Bowl champ for the Cowboys. He's a good friend of mine. Bill Bates, he's a 3-time Super Bowl champ. The whole tailgate was based around him. Ric Flair was the coolest.
Yeah.
At one point in time, now he probably doesn't remember my name today, but at one point in time, I could walk in the trailer and he'd go, "What's up, Jeremy?" So having Ric Flair, the nature boy, know your name was cool.
What was he doing there?
So we hired him as just a celebrity guest, and him and his wife would come, and we put him in the suite. I think the guy that runs all that, Chris Randolph, I think he has 3 suites at AT&T Stadium now.
Oh, wow.
He sells tickets and packages with his charter bus company. It's a whole package deal. So hotel, charter bus, tailgate, and game tickets, and they get you back to the hotel, so no drinking and driving. Cool deal. So he'll hire people, like he's had Michael Irvin, big names, big Super Bowl names, but Ric Flair is the biggest I think he's had. And he just started bringing him in, and it brought in a big crowd.
That's funny. Out of all the pro athletes, they get Ric Flair.
Ric Flair was
because
awesome.
he has the biggest mouth, man.
Yes.
And dude, he is awesome, but he has a lot of trauma, man. With his, I mean, to this day, I think he drinks. I mean, I don't know.
He almost died there for a little bit.
Yeah, he did.
He quit
10
drinking.
years ago.
He quit drinking. No, it was. Was it been that long? It had to been like maybe 6, 7, 8 years ago.
Yeah.
He had a little episode. He quit drinking for a little bit. But he drinks again now.
Yeah, I mean, I see all the, all the. I think he did a post where people can pay him to give a shout out to people, and I think somebody was getting married, and there's a viral video that went out where somebody sent him a video to congratulate somebody on getting married, and he was drunk, and he was like, "What in the fuck is wrong with you getting married? Do not." And it went viral, man, and you can see the alcohol and the effects that because he gets in so much shit, man, with people, but I will say he was one of the best entertainers
Oh my goodness.
of the lifetime, and he still is today. And for whatever reason, he's still ticking when other people have passed away.
Yeah, I mean, he's probably one of the most popular wrestlers of all time.
Especially with athletes, like the black athletes, man.
Even rappers.
They love,
He's in rap
they
songs.
love him
Yeah,
because he's hardcore, man.
he's super.
Man, I would love to meet him, man. That would be something.
It's cool. I'll send you some pictures I have of me and him together. I'm wearing his belt in one of them.
Yeah.
So it's pretty cool.
I love that. So, did your childhood lead to like everything you're doing today? Like, do you feel like the way you grew up connected to how good you are with people?
100%. I mean, mom and dad. Mom is the woman who can talk to anybody. Dad just everybody loves my dad.
Really? So your mom was the extrovert?
Oh yeah, big time. Dad's more introverted, but he still can talk to people. People like him. You know, they at an early age started. You know, I grew up in Valley View, small town. Graduated class of '42. But at an early age, they started getting me outside of Valley View, and they would go to these conferences in Austin. We'd go once or twice a year to Austin to these conferences, these TSA conferences, and so I was being introduced to different cultures, different things, different people, and watching. I just observed and watching my mom interact and my dad interact, and I just kind of picked it up, and I would start talking. I was shy, but once people got to know me, I would talk to them.
So how was your dad?
What's that?
How was your dad
What do you mean?
with people
He's great with people. People love him.
compared to your mom?
Mom talks all the time.
That's
We
funny.
can't get her to shut up.
Yeah.
Dad will be tired of it. Like, let's go. And she just keep talking.
It's me and Lauren.
So my dad is not going to linger and talk like she would.
Yeah.
I will linger and talk. You can't shut me up either. And so I'm more like my mom on that level. But they started getting me out and about. They've kind of allowed me to see the world. I remember in '96, we went to the '96 Summer Olympics in Atlanta. So you talk about a whole bunch of different cultures there. They did a great job of culturing me and just letting me see more than from where I was from. And that helped me just become better with people and understanding people and relating to people on a deeper level.
So even when you were 18, you felt like you had those skills to build relationships?
Yes.
Or was it later? And
I mean, definitely this was from an early age. I mean, in high school, like as a freshman, the seniors always wanted me to come party with them because I talked, I was fun to be around. I guess they thought I was funny. But I definitely say it's gotten even better since then.
Yeah.
I mean, every day I'm learning and growing. I don't stop learning and growing. So it's continually gotten better. But definitely at 18, I mean, I was skilled enough to make my way with a lot of different relationships.
yeah. And then so later on in your 20s and 30s, you're good at it.
I would like to think I am.
Yeah. I mean, you're pretty good at it, man. Meeting people, and I mean, it's so important, especially with all the jobs that you have had. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, you only know what your experience, like your life experiences are.
Mm-hmm.
And dude, so real estate, now HVAC, track and field, you have to talk to people in all three of those.
Mm-hmm. Even the tailgates. So I was bar manager for the tailgates and bartending. I did service industry for 10, 12, 13 years.
Yeah.
At different places, nonstop talking to people.
Yep.
You talk about practice.
Yeah.
Because I'm seeing every different type of person from all different types of backgrounds come in and sit in my section.
Yeah.
And I'm learning to build a relationship and a connection with them so I could get a tip.
Yeah.
I mean, I was after the money.
Yeah.
But it also taught me a lot. I think that's where I gained the most for everything else I'm doing now.
Yeah. And so in the gym, I could see you pull out conversations with clients that never talk. And I think I can remember, I don't remember who it was, but you could tell they're like uncomfortable with it. You make it to where you have to talk to them back. It's not see you later. Say, hey, how was your workout? And they're just like not wanting to talk. And then the second, third, fourth time they come in, they're chatting with you.
Oh, yeah.
And you could tell they need that.
They would open up, too.
They open up, and it's almost like, and that same girl I'm thinking of, she's still there. And I really don't know if she would still be there if it wasn't for her feeling open, like comfortable.
Yeah.
And I mean, someone like you, that's a huge part of that connection, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So today, in current events, I wanted to get your take on Minnesota.
Ooh, which part?
Well, listen, this is not all just about politics, but I'm curious to know what you feel about protesting, because it's a part of human history, and it's part of human nature, and I think it's a good balance. But what's going on in Minnesota right now with ICE? We voted for that. Do you think they're taking it too far?
Did we vote for that? We voted for upholding the law. I think that things have gone too far. Mm-hmm. I don't think anybody deserves to die. Even if I disagree with how the one lady handled things, she didn't deserve to die. Mm-hmm. You know, I think that is going too far. Now we also have a laser focus attention on it too.
Yeah.
That I don't think ICE has been around for a long time. Mm-hmm. It's not like we just created ICE once Trump got into office. But I think it is going a little too far and a little too extreme.
Yeah.
I know people can throw out the numbers that Obama, deported more people than Trump, but maybe there wasn't a humane way that he did it either. I just think that the attention on it and people dying around it, I just don't think that's necessary.
Sure.
And in regards to protesting, people have the right to protest. I mean, that's our First Amendment right? We all want our First Amendment to be upheld. So more power to them. I don't have to agree with everybody that protests in different topics, different things. Mm-hmm. But just in regards of how things, I think we've gone too far.
Yeah, it's part of democracy, right? It's been, as much as we think it's the worst right now because we're living in the moment now, if you go back to Vietnam, you go back to all the past, World War II, protests, there's always protests. It's just part of human nature, yeah. And I think it's good to balance, right? How much good does protest do? Most of the time, it's just there, right? And it just causes trouble in certain areas. But a lot of the times, it is a good way for the balance of power to balance out a little bit. Which I think Trump and the Trump administration is finally starting to do. They're backing off of Minnesota, which I agree. I think it's good. I think I will first say, just like you said, nobody deserves to die. And I think with power comes great responsibility. And when you're a federal agent, when you're a police officer, when you're high up and you have authority, you have to take responsibility in anything you do. Your training has to be top notch. You have to make the right decisions. You're held on a pedestal. And I think that's very true. And I think what happened to both of those people is a tragedy. And I think it needs to be investigated. Now, I also go on the other side where I am, for what my experiences are and how I was raised, is I think you put yourself in bad situations, bad things can happen.
That's true.
Now, with the millions of people on the earth or in America, not everybody's going to grow up with your experiences, your same ways, your same thoughts. So you're going to have that. So it's up to the people in charge to really take control of things. But I will always say that I always support law and order. I do, because I wouldn't go out there and do that, but I don't have those emotions that those people do either. Part of me wants to say, well, what the hell, do they have anything better to do? But that's just me.
Do they have a job?
Do they have a job? But at the same time, I think there needs to be some kind of control at the top to push these people back and say, hey, listen. Now, if you look at the last situation with that Petty guy, I think that's his last name, he for sure did not deserve to die. And I think it was a misfire on a gun, and it spooked the officers, and they shot him. And that sucks.
Oh, I didn't see all that. I saw them disarm him. I seen
there was a shot that went off, and we don't know.
See, I don't know anything about it.
Past that,
I didn't hear that. I know he spat at the officer
in the previous day.
Still, even if you spit at an officer,
that was a previous time.
Was it? See, I don't even know.
It was 11 days earlier.
I still, even if he did that, still don't deserve it.
No.
They could have. They had enough guys around him that they could have put him on the ground, cuffed him, and taken him into custody.
Yep.
And called it a day.
Yep. And then somebody's life is lost.
Yeah.
And that bears responsibility. Somebody has to be held accountable for that.
Mm-hmm.
But then I also, this is why I'm not a good debater, because at the other side, who knows what those officers have been through?
You never know.
I don't condone any of the stuff where they're chasing officers down, throwing stuff at them with him kicking.
Or also, are they all qualified? With the ICE agents, it's not like, this is only hearsay on my part, so I don't know exactly the application process and the qualification process. From what I hear, it's not like the same as being a police officer or in the military, whatever, whatnot. So I don't know if there's proper training for some of these guys or not. I'm not 100% sure. Like I said, this is kind of hearsay.
It's got to be different, right, from your police officer?
I'm not sure. I think they needed an influx in agents, and they are paying an astronomical amount of money for them. So people are applying, whether or not they're qualified or not, I'm not sure. And now we're putting in positions where they have guns and authority. And
they're messing up.
Not everybody can handle authority.
Yeah.
And power.
Yeah.
I mean, you can talk about just cops in general. There's good cops and bad cops, right?
Right.
Even though I support cops, there's going to be some bad apples, right?
Yeah.
They don't know how to handle authority. I think the same thing goes with ICE agents.
Yeah.
In any field, doctors, teachers.
Any person within power.
Yeah. Some people just don't know how to handle power.
And there should be a standard for it, because people can die.
Mm-hmm.
People's lives can be changed forever.
100%.
So it's tough. I think while I support the big push towards change, I also support the resistance. So I'm like the world's worst debater when it comes. Because I do lie in the middle, man.
I mean, I do too. I
love lying in the middle. I do. It pisses other people off that want you to go over to one side. And it'll drive me crazy to really think of why people are so emotional about one side. But everybody has a different reality.
They've driven us to be extremely partisan.
Yeah, yep, you're right.
And so you have your people that will lie on the left and lie on the right. They don't know how to come to the middle and say, you know what, I don't agree with that. They just say, oh, everything on this side's good.
Yeah.
And everything on this side's good. And they don't know how to accept, well, you know what, you did that right. We did this wrong. They don't know how to come to the middle at all.
Yeah,
we're just straight divided.
Can we ever be a country that comes together, because
We're going to have a better leader.
that is true. But even with a good leader, I mean, of course, with a better leader, it could be a lot better, right? But with everybody having different opinions, different experiences growing up, there is no way that everybody gets on the same track.
I don't think that's possible.
And so will always be. This is my perspective and my thoughts. I like the shift back and forth. I mean, I may vote Democrat or be a liberal the next term just to get it, if I believe there's a strong leader on that side, because I really do lie in the middle, and I think it needs to shift. And I think we're teetering on that edge of going a little too far right. I want to go back.
And there's a good chance we're going to see an impeachment.
You think so?
Depends on this next round of voting.
Yeah, it's like they're always
Midterms could flip everything.
Yeah,
Because there's so many people unhappy with what we're seeing right now.
sure.
That if the House or Senate flips at midterms, we could see impeachments.
Yeah,
Who knows?
we saw it last time, right?
Yeah, we may actually see the removal from office.
Oh,
this
you
time
think
around.
so?
I think that really there's even people from the right really upset with a lot of things that are going on.
Yeah,
And part of it comes down to just the language being spoke and how he speaks.
yeah,
A lot of people don't like it.
yeah.
He's a little extreme with that. And so regardless if they voted for him or not, I think they're starting to be like, man, maybe this was a mistake.
Yeah.
And still look back and say, the other side would have been 10 times worse. Like 330 million. These are the two best candidates they gave us. It's kind of
It's crazy nobody else is stepping up, dude.
no one wants to. Look at the stress level that comes along with it. They age by 10, 15, 20 years by being in office.
Yeah, I mean, I would never want to.
No, I wouldn't want to be anything in government.
Yeah.
The only thing I like about possibly being in government is my wealth going way up, because they all get wealthy somehow or another.
Yeah, but you're always gonna piss somebody off and attach into their emotional mind. Mm-hmm. Because your decision, whether you think it's the best, whether it's planting trees in somebody's lawn, is gonna emotionally affect somebody.
Yep.
I mean, I would never want to be a politician, man.
No.
I'd be the worst. I can see both sides of everything.
Well, maybe they would make you a good one.
Abortion, I can see the both sides of it. Guns, I can see the both sides of it. I may lean one way, but I can see where somebody's...
I get it.
And somebody has to do the job.
Yeah.
That's a shitty thing.
Yeah.
Hey,
That's why we have what we have in it.
that's for them. That's for... But hey, man, I appreciate you coming over. I had a good time. Is there anything
Absolutely.
else you want to say? Did you cover all your stuff?
MJ is the GOAT. LeBron sucks.
I love how we started with that. We got to end with it.
I'm just saying, MJ is the GOAT. LeBron sucks.
It's different times, so I don't have an opinion on it. I would say that MJ, if I had to choose, MJ is the best. I mean, you look at the championships.
Fundamentals.
But I do like somebody who wins a lot. Tom Brady. I like LeBron, but I can see why people don't like him.
I liked LeBron more in his early days out of high school.
Yeah.
He was such a phenom.
Yeah.
He didn't flop back then like he does now.
Yeah.
To me, now he's a joke.
Yeah.
I think LeBron is an absolute joke in this 20th year, 20th, whatever year it is for him. It's laughable.
Well, do you think it was the years of fame that got to his ego that...
Maybe so. I just think he's, and I have to preface this. I don't think him and his career is a joke. Mm-hmm. He's still one of the greatest to have ever played the game.
Sure.
I mean, you're looking at a 6'8", 240, 260, whatever he is, fast.
He doesn't have
strong,
any scandals, just like MJ.
that we know
They have a
of.
clean that we know of.
He admitted it. He said ain't no party like a Diddy party. Just saying. But you can't take away the just how big LeBron is. He is a very talented NBA basketball player. He's put up the most points of all time. I get that. He's also had more air balls and free throws than anybody in the league ever. Ever.
Do you think it was the fans and the media giving him this hype and this comparison to Jordan that
because out of high school they crowned him the king as the next.
And maybe it's not more so from him. This is just who he is, and now people are comparing him, so it's causing someone like you and us to look at him and be upset and be like, "There's no comparison."
I think it's the way he goes about it. He self-proclaims himself as the GOAT.
Okay.
He crowns himself every chance he gets. But yet, he'll fall down in a heartbeat from someone like my size, 5'9". I can knock him down.
It's a flop.
It's a flop.
It's the flopping, bro.
And you can watch games with Jordan. He's not flopping.
Yeah.
He's trying to bulldoze through you.
Yeah.
And he's going to stand up to you. And he's not going to back down.
Yeah, he was
and
badass.
I think the fundamentals, like I said, I think that they were more talented and skilled back then because they had to be, because that's the way the rules were. As the rules have changed, they've gotten away from those fundamentals that they grew up on.
It's the same thing with the NFL, right?
In what way?
Just the same. You don't see, I mean, Kansas City's dynasty, but you don't see the teams like Dallas from the 90s, San Francisco from the 80s. You don't see those. You did. Now, Kansas City's the closest thing, and the Patriots, right? But, I mean, the game has shifted so much, just like the NBA has with the NFL.
It has shifted. I feel like the NFL doesn't require the fine-tune. I may eat my own words here. I feel like the football players now do have better skills in regards to footwork, route running. They say Jerry Rice is one of the best route runners, but I think nowadays they have gotten more elite with coming off the line,
Sure,
and juking their defender, which makes the defender have to have more skill to try to keep up with them.
Yep.
Their footwork, there's been more attention to detail in regards to footwork on the football field than there was in the past. And everybody's bigger, faster, stronger now. So, I mean, to be a defensive back in the NFL, you've got to be extremely talented. Extremely talented.
yeah.
Won't take that away from NFL guys at all.
But that's the same thing with the NBA. But I think what you're seeing and saying about LeBron is the way his character on the court is far different than Michael Jordan's character on
It's
the court.
a joke to LeBron.
Yeah.
You know,
Regardless of like the different rules. And
especially like this year, like you've seen their coach JJ Redick trying to say something to him, yell at him, coach him, and he's over there talking to the other team, just joking around, laughing, like it's not serious to him. You wouldn't catch Jordan, not a single day doing that. Like you're on the court, you are his enemy.
Yeah.
It's war. LeBron's just out there having fun.
Yeah.
And that's cool and all, but I think it's actually brought the game down. And I think the last 5 to 6 years has really shown that to me about LeBron, to where I've leaned further away from being a fan of his.
So you were a fan at one
I was in the very beginning.
Yeah.
I think that if he could have carried on what he started, I think he could have elevated himself higher.
Yeah. And I think, honestly, that's the most true that somebody can be, is where you were a fan and then you got turned off. Instead of you just always had this like animosity.
No,
towards him
absolutely.
because you were a big MJ fan.
I was a huge fan of LeBron when he first got in the league.
That's true stuff then.
Yeah.
That's true feelings.
Yeah.
And your NBA is like, that's your number one sport?
No, I can't stand NBA anymore.
Oh, really?
They don't have the skills anymore. They're traveling and doing all these extra hop steps and.
So what's your number one?
I would lean more towards college basketball and track. Okay. I mean, I'm always gonna have a passion for track and field. Yeah. I watch every chance I get. But in regards to the mainstream sports, I'd say college basketball is number one.
Okay.
Maybe college football. It's just I've been so turned off about college sports too at the same time because of NIL
Yeah.
and people hopping around from team to team.
Yeah.
It's
I'm
hard.
trying to get into college, but man,
It's tough.
It's
Like
a
football.
mess.
Football irritates me because you have coaches leaving mid-season.
yeah.
Who does that?
Now, they've always done that, right?
No.
So that's new.
Yes.
So I'm trying to get into it, and I'm like,
You get through the season. Like, let's say you make it through the national championship game, or you make it through your season through conference. Like the next semester, that spring semester, you start seeing coaches get jobs elsewhere.
Yeah.
Okay, that's one thing.
yeah.
But to not be able to coach your team through these college football playoffs, that's crazy to me.
That's so
Like,
stupid.
why? Like, me as an athlete, I came to play for him. I want to play for him all the way through.
Yeah. That happened at UNT.
Yeah.
But they lost the game to put them in the playoffs, but then they still played the bowl game without their head coach.
Which I do respect the quarterback for still playing.
Yeah, because he didn't have to.
He didn't have to.
Yeah,
And he still played.
OSU's gonna be good, huh?
Yes. It's the OSU Cowboy Eagles.
That's good, man.
They are basically, most of the UNT players that started are going to be there.
I'm gonna try to get into it, man. It's just hard. I'm an NFL guy, and it's two different speeds.
It is. I
And
like the
then-
Cowboys.
I don't have any emotion into college.
I don't either.
I have emotional connections through, because I grew up watching the NFL, right? So, but the speed is so different.
Yeah.
But the crowd of the college, the bands.
It's a culture and environment, especially when you go to a school, let's say LSU or Texas, where the tradition runs deep.
Yeah.
It's especially if you go as a student there and you get a part of those traditions. It's a lifelong thing for those guys.
Yeah.
Whereas NFL, I mean, yeah, I've been a Cowboys fan this entire time, but it's not that serious for me.
But those college
It's serious.
fans.
Oh yeah, especially A&M, they're crazy.
Yeah,
It's
I
like
was
a
going to say
cult.
that. So I used to work at the country club in Denton, man. There's this old couple, man. I don't remember the names, but they had Aggie everything, bro. Like the bags, everything. And I'm like, dude, college for you was like decades ago. So it's crazy. But let's wrap it up. Is there anything else you want to say about your current company, HVAC company?
I mean, if you have any HVAC needs at all, whether it be commercial or residential, PHI Heat and Air, give me a call. And if you want to sell a house, JW Realty Group, give me a call.
Oh yeah, and if you need any personal training, give
Give
us
him
a
a
call.
call.
You already know that, so we're going to
Perfected
say it
bodies,
every
man.
time.
Perfected bodies.
But I
That's where it's
appreciate you coming on, and we'll do it again.
at. Hey, man, thank you. I'm full of gratitude for you having me. I appreciate it.
Yeah,
I've been looking forward to this.
we'll do it again and see how it goes.
Absolutely, man.
All right, man. Cool.